Miami is largely swampland and marshes. The reason why alligators tend to appear out of nowhere is because the whole area largely belongs to them. They are not the anomaly, we are. I grew up there to some extent. My mother's sister went and lived in the very first building that the man who originally erected that area put up. And so we went to visit her a million times. My father, who was born and raised on a farm, used to come back after a long day of golf with my mother's sister's husband and whisper to me, "This place is so fake." Whilst my mother would say, "I could live very comfortably here." My mother and her sister were like soulmates and would have delighted in each other's company even if my aunt lived in the middle of Nebraska. I would sit quietly in pretty dresses, always trying to be sweet and nice and kind in genuine fashion. But I noticed things. I noticed many things that got swept under the rug. And I am here, in part, to pull out what's under the rug and lay it all out on the table for sunlight to heal. Or at least try. Drugs, all kinds of drugs, perhaps predominantly cocaine from the cocoa leaf, has erected many of the buildings there, if not most. It has caused most of the erection, tons and tons of the erections of buildings. But you can't and you shouldn't build a future on a swamp because it is sinkable over time and not sturdy or solid ground, which describes largely why Miami is the way it is and why there is a lot of not good, dark energy there. The predominance of the people there are either engaged in some kind of darkness or allowing it to exist. You are built on not solid ground, which is a metaphor on some level. If you all spread out throughout the country, you would be more humble if you went to states that started on solid, fertile ground. Miami, you have a lot of arrogant people there who put their noses so far up into the air and expect others to roll out the red carpet, something under their feet as they walk. Yet there are forces bigger than the men who built the ground. It is mostly swampland and marshes, and over time it will sink. So why would you all keep putting money towards erecting buildings built on non-solid ground? Because it is a show, and what is at the base is not solid.